Can AI help you in writing user stories and acceptance criteria? If yes, would it be of good quality for a real-life project? User stories are the foundations of requirements analysis and elicitation activity. These are used to track and deliver project outcomes. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how AI can be leveraged to write user stories and acceptance criteria.
Let's get started right away. There are two parts to this tutorial. In the first part, I'll show you how to create user stories from a short requirement note sent by a stakeholder. Now, this could be one scenario for a particular team. Now, I'll use AI to generate the user stories. So what I'll do is I'll generate the user stories and then I'll review it, whether it is correct, complete, and is it fit for use. I will also examine whether a manual intervention is required to review the user stories, or whatever ChatGPT or Copilot has produced is good enough to be directly given to the team. In the second part of this tutorial, I'll take a case where a formal elicitation meeting has taken place with the client. So there is a detailed transcript which is available. So nowadays, these transcripts can be easily generated by the recording software like Zoom. In both the cases, I'm going to use AI because that's the objective of this tutorial. How can you leverage AI to write user stories? Let's start with the first part of this tutorial, creating user stories from a short requirement note given by the client. So here's the requirement note received from the stakeholder. It's on the screen. You can just read it. The HR department wants to add an automated expense reimbursement feature to the employee self-service portal. Employees should be able to submit the expenses, upload bills, and track approval status. The system should automatically route claims to the respective managers or the reporting managers for validation and send alerts for pending approvals. Now let's get AI to create the user stories from this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a prompt which you can see on your screen. So there are three parts to the prompt. I'm going to use Copilot for this because Copilot is getting used in a lot of organizations. So I thought that I'm going to use Copilot and I'm using a basic version, not a paid version. So now you can see there are three parts. First one is you are an experienced business analyst. This is a requirement from one of my stakeholders. So this is the context. Now, when I say you are an experienced business analyst, whom I'm talking about? Am I talking about you, the business analyst, or me, or I'm talking about the AI? It's actually the second one. I am telling the AI to behave like an experienced business analyst. Okay. Then I'm giving the note which I have received from the client. And then I'm saying, this is what you have to do, the task. Create the user stories for this. I don't want acceptance criteria right now. After this, I click on go and see what happens. Now you can see it has generated stories and it has picked up from employee perspective, from manager perspective, and from system and automation perspective, and also HR and admin perspective. So it has given you a lot many. I think it will be around 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12, 14 user stories for this short note. So first, let's examine the paragraph which I had given to you, as you can see on the screen now. Now, this paragraph clearly tells at a very high level what is supposed to be done. I'll just give you a very broad and a very thumb rule kind of a scenario that if you are giving some kind of a note or a page from the client, how do you quickly identify the stories from there? As you can see on the screen, the texts which are likely candidates for user stories are now in bold. These are submit expenses, upload bills, track approval status, route claims to the respective managers, and send alerts for pending approvals. These are quite obviously the candidates for user stories. Okay. Now, Another thing which comes out of this is that as the claims have to be routed to the respective managers, there is a requirement that this system, the expense reimbursement system, also need to know who is my reporting manager, whom do I report to. So in fact, for all the employees, they are reporting managers. All of that information has to be there. Now, where do you think this information is typically available? This information is typically available in the HR database because that's how the HR department manages the entire hierarchy of the organization, which means that this system might have to make a call or have an API connections to the HR system to get the data from there. Typically, companies use Siebel CRM, or there are various Salesforce CRM, those kind of systems to manage the employee data. So, in addition to the user stories in bold, there's one which is going to be an interface or integration with the HR system, right? Now, let's look at how many user stories were created by the Copilot. As I mentioned earlier, there are 14 stories which were created. Now, if you look at the paragraph, submit expense claim, quite obvious one, right? Upload supporting documents. This is something which is an implicit one, which it has tried to identify. But has it identified the integration requirement? The answer is no. It was not able to identify. So, what has happened in this case? One, it has identified all the required user stories, but it missed one. Also, it has generated too many stories, which may not be something which will be really required by the expense management system. Now, that is something which we call as hallucination in AI systems. So, AI hallucinates. So, even if something is not needed or expected, it generates that information because it tries to look at everything from holistic perspective. But client projects and client requirements are always very specific. So as you can see, AI has generated stories. It has generated the right stories like submit expenses, upload bills. All of these are there. As you will see also when you run the prompt. But it was not able to identify the implicit one or the hidden one, which was the API call or an integration requirement. That is one. Number two, it generated certain unnecessary user stories. Now, the point which I'm trying to drive is that it is essential that once you use AI to generate these stories, you also need to review it. A human in the loop is a mandatory step when you are leveraging AI. Okay, as you can also see in ChatGPT and others, that AI is not 100% accurate. It can hallucinate. So review the results before you use. Now let's go to the second part. Now this I have chosen specifically because I also wanted to highlight certain things when we are going to use AI for writing stories. In this tutorial, I have taken two scenarios. One where the requirement was very brief in the form of a simple paragraph. Now I'm going to take up a scenario where a formal elicitation meeting has happened and the transcript is captured and shared. So transcript will be obviously longer, maybe 3 to 4 pages, even long. Now let's see what happens when we give AI a long meeting transcript and ask it to generate user stories. Let's first have a look at the context of the project. So this is a bank. Its name is Acronis Bank. It wants to enhance its loan application portal with AI assisted processing. Applicants should be able to fill in application details, upload requirement documents, and track application status online. The system should use AI to identify the missing information, flag incomplete or potentially inconsistent applications, and route cases to the appropriate loan officer for review. Now, we are looking at a transcript which is 3 to 4 pages long, as you can see on your screen. So, this is a transcript where it also shows the participant names, and then it records whosoever in the meeting has said about or they discussed, and that is completely recorded. Now, if you want to do it manually, going through all the transcript, then obviously it is going to take time. And that is where AI actually excels. It can analyze text and analyze data pretty quickly and very efficient. Okay, so let's give it a try. So here's the prompt. I'm still using the same paradigm that I'm telling the AI to behave like a senior business analyst. Then I'm saying I want to create the user stories using the meeting transcript. Okay, so I also wanted to create a high level epic which can be removed. If you want to try without it, that can also be done. And the user stories. Just for reference, I've also given it the format. That is not mandatory. So now I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it, go to ChatGPT, rather Copilot, then upload the transcript because that gives the reference to the Gen AI platform. In this case, it's Copilot, that it is to be done based on something which is available. So I'm just giving you the meeting transcript. So once it is uploaded, then I can ask it to go and create these stories. Here is what it has done. So it has identified the epics. As you know, epics is nothing but the collection of similar kind of user stories. So it has divided into application, digital onboarding, and application management for the bank, document upload and real-time validation, AI-assisted data extraction and consistency checks. That's where AI is going to help. Missing information detection and applicant guidance as to what is missing, what is inconsistent. Intelligent application routing, application status tracking and transparency, secure in. So it has generated a lot of modules. So as you can obviously see that there are going to be certain hallucinations. But now let's try and understand if it has been able to create good stories. Okay. So I have reviewed personally all the stories and found that the because this transcript was detailed and it was mentioning a lot of things which is it has now captured as a story. Okay. Compared to the short note. In the short note case, what happened is we had 6 stories, but it had generated 14. In this case, what I found is that the transcript had close to 20 uses and AI was able to generate, of course, there a bit of hallucination, but it generated close to 23 to 24 stories. So the margin of error reduced with the quality of the input. And that is a very significant aspect of using AI. It basically works in the same principle, garbage in, garbage out. So if you don't give it precise information, the output is going to be not good. Then you have to review it properly. And then you basically what you're going to get is something which is very approximate and generic. Right? To make it more precise and more accurate, you need to give more contextual information, more precise information. Okay, so that is something which is extremely important. Otherwise, creating stories from transcripts or short notes is not a problem with for the AI. Okay, like some of the things which I figured out that they were really good For example, it says, as an applicant, I want to upload requirement documents directly in the portal so that I don't need to submit physical paperwork. It's a very well written user story. It not only captures what is to be done, also why. Okay. And these things, even though they were not there in the paragraph, it was available in the transcript. So this is how you can write the user stories using AI. Just to summarize before I end this video, AI is extremely good at reading and understanding text as well as data. It can help business analysts create user stories from a short note as well as from long texts such as meeting transcripts. But you have to remember, AI can make mistakes as it hallucinates and does not have analytical capabilities as humans. As you can see in the first part of the tutorial, where AI was not able to identify the story for integration. So, what is the message? That you cannot rely 100% of the AI outputs. You have to treat AI as a smart assistant so that you use it to your benefit to save time and be more efficient.
So just now we saw how AI can assist you with user stories and acceptance criteria. But please remember that the good output expected from AI is largely dependent on how well you write the prompt and how much contextual information you provide. So take care of that and you'll be able to leverage AI for a lot many BA activities as I will be showing you in next videos. Thanks for being with me in this video. I'll see you with more videos.